play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hurry up.
Offense up to the line fast. Man in motion here. Fields out of the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, he might complete 99 out of 100 of those short, simple routes to the tight ends. Even the shortest and simplest of throws, it's due to end up in a drop at some point.
Line up. Don't jump. Ready? Press. Cross right. Get high.
Fields on 3rd. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Has room down the left sideline. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Patterson now to return it. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30. First and 10 now from the 30.
Go mark. Here we go.
Fields coming back after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Steelers looking down a very long field.
Hey.
Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go. Good. Hey, Ken.
Trying again, following the sack. It's caught. That's Mike Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Sure, coach, a play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Go.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Right.
Defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hurry up.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Press right. Hey, Ken. Angel. Right.
Here's 2nd and 11. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
Working inside the red zone. This ball's cut by Pickens. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Tonight.
Fields looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often a unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. It's no good. An unexpected miss there, Brock, as he puts it left. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Patterson now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, tonight. Tonight.
Play action, Fields. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Right.
Fields to throw it. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Go.
1st down throw for Fields. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go. 11. Right.
Another throw for Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Here we go. Hey, 5:51. Yep. Punch right. Right.
Fields throwing here. Oh no, they get him yet again. Chuck Clark has it. Has a hole left, room to run. And the Jets will be on the doorstep of the end zone as he is stopped just short of a pick 6.
You know, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Hall is in for the New York touchdown. The Jets push their lead further to start the half. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Zerline on now for the extra point.
Bro, take me up through there.
Splits the uprights. And the Jets grow their lead yet again.
Taking me up through there. I don't like playing these niggas on Xbox, bro. They should be faster, bro. Got me playing this Xbox, dude. Like they fucking fast on me like that. I'm like the refresh rate. Well, Xbox is faster than PS5, so.
Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away.
You can get this touchdown though.
Patterson now to return it.
Ain't no question. Ooh, damn, bro.
And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30.
Here we go.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Tonight.
A pistol snap. Fields escapes the pocket. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield.
Here we go, Scott. Hey, Ken.
Motioning the tight end now.
Sit high.
Fields on first down. This finds Austin complete. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
Kid, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, give him a chance to make a play.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Scott. Sit high.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Caught by Freiermuth. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Don't jump. Ready? Sit high.
Freiermuth there to bring it in. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. That was Jermaine Johnson there to make the play. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Ready?
So after the 5 yards are marched off, here's 1st
Here we
and
go.
15.
Alpha. Go.
And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14.
I could promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here we go. Good.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Putting a receiver in motion.
Sit high.
Here's 2nd and 14. It's caught right side by Freiermuth. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. The Steelers have possession, but this game, pretty one-sided as we start the 4th. Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Oh, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Offense in the hurry up
Right,
here.
Tonight.
Shotgun snap to Fields. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Here we go.
So now,
Hey,
here's
Ken,
3rd and
Ken,
goal.
Ken. Delta, Delta. Tonight.
Looking to throw Fields. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, Brock, this one has not been good to them so far, but they are still fighting and able to get in there for 6.
Just a drive that was all about scratching and clawing. As much as anything, Kate, it was just a pride drive to go and get your job done.
Boswell gets that point after to go. And the Steelers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Now Boswell on to send this away. Wangu now to return. Big lift from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30.
You know where he is, baby. I get 10 more touchdowns.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. And they'll let the clock run all the way down and expire. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that 1st down flag. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Flush down now to his left. And he gets
That's
just
a
before he
fumble.
reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. Working quickly here. From the 38. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. This will be caught by Adams. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Jets about set to celebrate this win. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. The Jets take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
No. Hey, 88. Look at you.
From the shotgun, Rodgers. Has it down close. Touchdown, New York. We've seen him do a lot more to reach the end zone on a catch, Brock. That one was kind of fed right to him.
Yeah, they say the running backs have a nose for the end zone. You know who else does? Every skill guy out there,
Yeah,
because they want to put a touchdown on the board.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. They'll try the extra point one more time. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Zerline has it all teed up and ready to send it away. On the return, here comes Austin. He stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Out, let's go. Here we go. Right.
Now Fields. That's completed right side. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers putting up points in a game decided. Mike Williams, the touchdown. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
He's throwing for it. Oh, they got it. Intercepted along the goal line. He's at midfield. 30. And that is 2 points the other
It's
way.
the funniest.
He takes the entire way back. So the decision to go for 2 does result in a nice boost, Brock, but not for the team we were expecting, thanks to an alert play and a lengthy jog downfield from that defender.
Yeah, it took everybody. In order to do that and make that happen, it really was all 11 and then just a superhuman effort. You say jog, I say a sprint to glory.
And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he finally ends up out of bounds after a huge gain. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Oh, will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Give to Allen out of the shotgun, and he's brought down for a loss. Timeout taken by the defense, their 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd goal. It's Allen again, and he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Steelers use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And they're not stopping the construction partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Jets keep running away with this. Devontae Adams, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Get 300! Get 300! Flip it down!
Flying forward on the ground. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. All right, Brock, your time with Seattle, and especially Indy, you were on the winning end of some blowouts. Is there any reason you'd have ever gone for 2 up this big?
Well, let's see. Mike Holmgren, Tony Dungy, my father. No, Kate, you would not ever do this, because the football's got a funny way of coming back and humbling you. Maybe not in this game, but down the road, and I just don't like any part of this decision-making.
And that one's going to skip across the goal line and into the end zone, so the football will come back out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Good.
Keeping that pace going as the clock continues to run.
Right.
1st down, and they go right back to him.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Ready, ready! Hut, hut.
Going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Here we go.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
West side's in. EQ. Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. Trying to push it deep downfield. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Steelers making the scoreboard look a touch better. George Pickens the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Here go the Steelers again, lining up for two.
Here we go. Set.
Here's Fields to throw. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that two-point attempt. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Hey, take 26.
They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. So that penalty declines. They're happy enough stuffing that last play at the line for no gain. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. But it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this will actively age a coach on the sidelines. Wrinkles and gray hair, all of it. All the planning, a great play, and careful execution led to that. And it was dropped to the turf.
Taking a big shot for the end zone. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. And as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
He sends this one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Steelers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So the win goes to the Jets. Well, Brock, when it comes down to it, never an easy task trying to knock off a team inside their own building, right? You really see them come out with just a different kind of energy.
It's what every player is told, dating back to your Pop Warner and high school days. Defend your home turf. When somebody comes in and tries to knock you off inside your own building, well, you need to have the fortitude, the guts, the resolve to fight back and go get those wins. What an energized locker room right now. It always is when you do your collective job successfully and you do it in your own house.
Post a comment, person who viewing. Happy Saturday, Sunday. But damn, you run the Chiefs or the Ravens, you're doing them too. It don't matter. I ain't doing no run over the quarterback all games.
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
How the fuck they whip up doing the drift?
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. Here comes a return from the goal line. And a big hit there on the opening kickoff. Wow, that is going to set a tone for what could be a very physical game. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
This is a design run with Fields. And he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. The defense with a statement on the game's first play. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He's going to be marked down up around.
But I ain't doing nothing but running.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage. Tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top. Now this looks like a design run. He'll get a couple of yards back, but it will be 2nd and long.
Here we go, son.
Austin brought in motion. Fields now on 2nd down. And that's going to be
Man, one hand grab that shit and drop that bit. That's crazy.
The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
Seven yards real
Here we
quick.
go, son. Up. All right.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. What
Told you, bro, we on, bro.
using his legs
We
on the
on.
run, pickup of 19, and that's a 1st down.
And this is an area of the game where Justin Fields really excels. His ability to not only improvise, but also be used as a designed runner. And in this case, that's exactly what this offense does, and he picks up a nice game.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll come up here. 1st and 10.
Hey, 10. Right.
Fields going to look to run this himself. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 25-yard line. They put Pickens in motion.
Go.
This a design run with Fields. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Extend.
A quick throw, going to be caught by Pickens. Number 14 with a pickup of 14. And a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. You good? Right.
Looks like a design run here with Fields. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Hey, 10. Right.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long.
EQ. Hey, 10. 11.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They put Pickens in motion. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Right.
Fields going to look to run this himself. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
You could see the quarterback, once he got the snap, he was looking for any seam, any daylight. But nothing materialized, and he's fortunate he got back to the line of scrimmage.
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Cincinnati in a moment.
Here we go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Kelsey. Right.
Play action now for Fields. To the goal line and in. Jalen Warren. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack, and you certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back, let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. So the lead stands at 6-0 as this one is kicked off. And this is going to end up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball up to the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here we go, here we go. 12, 12, 12. Back.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
I'm one, ready?
Set to go now on 1st
11, 11,
and
11,
10.
11. Here we go. Back.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He's got the hookup for Mike Gesicki. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you...
And he's in! Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati.
That's just too easy. At this level, Mike, you give an NFL quarterback that much time to find a receiver that open, it's just going to be pitch and catch and result in an easy 6. So they got to tighten up their coverage. They got to do a better job accounting for all these receivers, because if they have guys running that free the rest of this game, they're going to light up the scoreboard.
I know Seahawks watching me.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
They put Pickens in motion.
Go.
This a design run with Fields.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
Here we go, Scott.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They put Pickens in motion. Second down. It's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So the defense comes out in a cover 2 shell. What that means, Mike, is the 2 safeties are going to split the field in half. One guy has one half, and the other guy has the other. There are abilities to get down the middle of the field, especially if you have speed. But really where you can attack it is they don't have enough guys to defend all of the underneath zones. And if you run the right concepts with the right quarterback, you can pick them apart.
Here we go.
3rd and 5. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. Now a throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. Oh, he's got a man open.
Yeah, boy.
And it works to perfection.
Yeah, bless my boy right there. Shout out to the real sniper gang shit. Real sniper gang shit. Frankenstein. What went up there? Snagged on them boys. One hand off me.
Two-point try coming up. Fields has the offense set.
Here we go.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This is hot. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
They go play action for Burrow. Throw across his body is complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
11. Let's get set.
The 1st down throw for Burrow. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Steelers has it. Here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Steelers, who are in the lead. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman, and our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. This taken around the 11. And a solid.
Oh man, killer machine.
The 30-yard line.
On 1, ready? 11. Stop.
They'll run it for the first time with Case.
Yeah.
Struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, This defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Looks like a design run here with Field.
Damn, I was supposed to cut back in.
Get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick him up and throw him down for a loss.
Jump hurt. Right.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yards.
We're going out right here.
Fields going to look to run this himself. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7. They can still pick up a first down here. And they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
You got a mini base. Why not? Out. Go.
Fields to throw for it. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal.
That's right.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. 1st down and goal.
That's right.
This a design run with Fields. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Justin Fields. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
On for the extra point is Boswell.
Sniper Gang, shit, Sniper Gang.
He's got it.
The opponent I'm playing name is Sniper Gang. Sniper Gang 52. Yeah, Bengals fan.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. A short one taken at the 10. Now on the return.
Get the ball. On everything, bro. On everything. I was hitting that nigga 3 times in the air.
Teams comes through again. We don't talk about it nearly
I was
enough.
hitting that nigga 3 times. Look at I was hitting that nigga. Oh, he quit. Bro, quit. I was hitting that nigga in the air when he wasn't near yet. And I finally hit nigga. I had like 2 hit sticks in the air, and the 3rd one he finally hit. Bro. So I don't want no more. Bro, so I don't want no more. He said, I don't want to go back to Mexico no more. They just redid my record again, bro. They just was like 11 days to get my shit back up again. I ain't been playing before that. Just when the nights when I locked in, I just go in, bro. Let me get my rep up and shit. My name back. Let me play one of them snow games, man. Let me play one of them random games. Let me make sure my shit the same, right? What boy Blue Boy? My Blue Boy sleeping, man. I'm gonna see, man. I'm gonna call Blue Boy up. Blue Boy. I'm gonna text him still, man, because I don't like, I be realizing folks be sleeping and shit.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston.
Is it raining? We in Houston. This ain't styling. Hey, Jay chilling. What? Oh, Jay chilling on. He playing Xbox. Oh, we got another Xbox. Another Xbox.
And we are underway from Houston.
Dang, baby.
Cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Already.
Stroud sets up the play action. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. Stroud looking to throw. He's got it to Collins, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now Stroud. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime they think they've got him open beyond the markers, you know they're going to throw it his way. And that's not going to change even after that incompletion was forced.
On the quick, right?
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Take down a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are on the board first here this afternoon. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. Fields now to throw. That's down the field and caught by Freiermuth. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Ran it last time, now Fields to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. And they'll get him down shy of the goal line at about the 1. Third down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. And he'll get in, and they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Justin Fields, as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Room past the 35, and he goes out right around the 39. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. His throw, a good one, and it's caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Now Fields. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mario Edwards Jr. able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So first and second down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Fields changing the play. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. An audible here to get a new look. Here we go on 4th down. Fields able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And he's got room. A good pickup there, a 22. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Fields. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
To throw is Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he is going to lose yardage here. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 10. Stroud. It's complete to Diggs. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The throwing again is Stroud. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays up in quick succession if they can.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Stroud. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Steelers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Considering they've seen him have some big gains against them throughout this game, That's got to feel like a measure of revenge as they trap him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on fourth down. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Stroud. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you've often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Kind of a strange ballgame, Charles. We did not have a single point by either team after half. Really a defensive clinic by both sides in half number 2.
Wasn't that just beautiful to watch? Come on, man. Come over to the dark side with me. Wasn't that fun to see these defenses holding sway, right? Making sure they're controlling the game in the second half. It lets you know that you've got to score points when you can. You never know when offenses might go a little bit dry, and you need those points from earlier.